What up, Yasher'El? My head is bowed to all the princes of Yahudah and to Gad and to Yasher'El princes. Yeah, they're 11 tribes. 10 tribes. So, today is going to be a very special day, and I decided that last night, after I released that video, that I was going to start telling you the special and sweet things about Yahuah, because he is so kind. And he knows exactly how to deal with us as father and daughter and father and son. And he never damages, even when he corrects. He doesn't abuse. And so I want to share something with you before we get started with this. So that's what I'm going to do the first thing. We were just waking up, me and my tribe. And we were learning the laws, and we were seeing what we were doing against the laws. And we love Yahuah. And so it was devastating for us. It was so devastating. And so I went to him crying, and I told him, I said, I'm trying to learn these laws, and I keep thinking about where we were before you woke us up, and I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. We didn't know. And I just sat with him all night until I fell asleep. And the next morning, when I got up, I want to tell you what he did. I got up, and as soon as I put my feet on the floor, I heard him say, go through the window. Now, I'm telling you, in Yahuwah's name, this is the truth. I have no reason to lie to you. I just want to show you what he's like. And how he tells you that he loves you and sends you little sweet things. So listen. So I get up and I go to the window and I look out, and my neighbor, when we moved into this house, now mind you, we're still in curse. He's just waking us up and bringing us out, okay? I look out the window, and my neighbor on the other side had morning glories on her side of her fence. And there was, when we moved in, there wasn't anything on there, and we had just moved in. So I look out the window, and this is what I saw. I saw 4, and they weren't purple and they weren't blue. They were, if you looked at them, you really couldn't decide what color they were, purple or blue. And that is Shaw's favorite color, blue. That's why the water is blue, the sky is blue. The coverings for the Ark of the Covenant was blue and purple and scarlet. Okay, I don't want to get off track. Okay. So I look out the window, and there is, you know how the leaves on morning glories roll like a heart? There were huge ones. And then there was 1, 2, 3 coming down our fence, and it's a wood fence. Coming down the fence, and they're big and they're beautiful, and they have heart leaves. You see what I'm saying? There's 3 of them. They're beautiful. And then at the bottom of the third one was one little morning glory, and there were hearts around it. Do you know who the 4th one was for? It was for our firstborn prince, the baby. He didn't forget the baby. He didn't forget our child. And he left him one too. And these were so beautiful that I went and woke everybody up and told them, come look at the fence, come look at the fence. And then that morning I'm having my coffee, or it must have been afternoon because I went to sleep. I just fell out. I'm having my coffee, I look at my plants, and they're all just sitting up beautiful. But this is the thing, and I've never seen this before. I've seen it since then on my plants, but I looked over them and they were dripping water on the leaves. I'm not playing with you. The soil was dry, and they were literally moist and dripping water. Just beautiful. And that has to just be the remnants of Yahuwah's spirit around us. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to share more things. I'm going to share things with you where you'll think I'm lying, but I'm not. I don't have a reason to lie to you. I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't have a reason to lie to you. And it's our Hebrew law that we tell the truth. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you about my Father and how he is when you come into these laws and you do what he said. If you love me, you will follow my laws because they're good for you. Now, and I want to tell you this. This is how I look at these videos, and I always have. I look at them as morning glories. I mean, not morning glories. I look at them as morning doves. The morning doves that sing on they're so beautiful to me, and Yah has touched me several ways with those. I'll tell you about it one time. But one thing about the morning glories. I mean, goodness, Father, help me out. One thing about those morning doves is that they have a song about them. You know what I'm saying? Hold on just a minute. Okay, I had to change the pamper. Okay. So the way I look at these videos is that these videos are morning doves. And I simply just take them out and lift them up. Just throw them into the wind and let them catch flight. And Father is the one that sends them where they need to go. He just wants me and depends on me to turn them loose for him. And that is what I'm giving you, his words to you today. So that's how I look at this. And my Facebook, anybody that wants to join it, it's on Princess Zakaya Gad Yasher'El. My Facebook is like, it's totally different. Because sometimes he'll just have me drop something on feed according to what he said in prophecy so everybody knows where we are. And I just go. So to me, it's like a garden. And like y'all gives me a seed, and I go and I plant it for Father. And then I leave, and he waters it and nurtures it. That's just how I look at it. I just do it for him. You see what I'm saying? And he carries it to whoever. So if you catch this morning dove, which are my videos, then he sent that dove to you. Because that's how this works. On my Facebook, I never send out a friend request. I just don't. Yah knows who he wants in there, and he'll send them there to get the friend. And it's public. You don't even have to get a friend request. You don't have to come in as a friend. But there's something about Yahuah there that people are joining themselves to. So, if you want, more news and stuff like that, go to my Facebook, get it off my wall, because I'm posting according to what he said with the events that you're seeing today and telling you where we are and how much time we have. So, then I told you, once you come over here, everything is absolutely plain and simple. That's the beauty of it. Father wants you to understand and not be in confusion about what he's saying. Because if you don't obey what he says, then you're in deep trouble. You're in deep trouble. So, I also want to say that the chapter 36 Ezekiel, it's a blessing because, number one, Yah is speaking to us, Yasher'El. He is speaking to us personally like you heard him speak to Edom. And we're not done with him speaking to Edom. But he is talking to us for this day. And he left this for us. So it's going to bless you, but never forget that he's a correcting father as well. Because a father that loves his child corrects his child. That's just how it is, lovingly and not abusefully. And he never breaks your spirit. But he is a correcting father. And so, don't take offense to what's being said in here to us, because it's a blessing. Just apply it. And if it offends him, that's what I do. I go through, this offends you, snip, snip. That is severed. Cut out like cancer. Because I want to make him happy because of what he has been through. Let me ask you a question. Could you imagine having children that will not listen, and you You just know that they're headed toward danger. Well, Yahuah is the Father, doesn't come out of his laws or his rules. So he had to watch us go through what we went through. If we had to watch our children like that, I would die. I would die of a heart attack. I don't care what they did. I would die of a heart attack. My heart would just split in two. I would not be able to watch them. I don't like to watch my children suffer at all. And they don't suffer because they stay in the walls. But if I couldn't watch something like that. And I guess it would be the same with me as a parent if I had to watch my child go through a curse because you just will not listen. So I'll let y'all deal with it. I'll go to court. Bring the law. Because I'm saving their life. And he depends on me, trusts me with it. And I'm not going to fail him. So when you start coming into this, yes, he's a correcting father. But he's also a loving and a kind father. Do you understand? I want to make that perfectly clear. And if you're really looking for him, a lot of people don't care how long my videos are. Well, because I'm going to tell you what Yah told me to tell you, then I'm going to go. So it's up to you whether you want to get it or not. But I am telling you that chapter 36 is a little bit long, but I read fast a little bit better, so we're going to get through it. And if he has anything to say while we are reading it, or wants to bring anything back to remembrance, then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna tell you, okay? Other than that, we're just gonna read through it because it is self-explanatory. And Father literally speaks to you personally in 36. Personally. And it is very important today that you listen to what he is saying. Because I am telling you now, we already know, I told you he was not going to destroy this earth. But I told you he was going to burn this continent to the ground, and it is burning. We can see what's going on with the food and the water. And the things that they're selling in the grocery stores that they created. Lab meat. So we understand why y'all left this for us. So if you want to be comforted, then you'll stay. And if you have to, break it up. But I'm not going to cut Father off just because of your convenience. I'm just not going to do it. You either want him or you don't, and you need him right now. That's just how it is. We all do. He's our compass. So, I am going to read this to you. And you just sit there, relax, and take it in. Okay? Let's get started. Okay. All right. Also, son of Adam, prophesy unto the mountains of Yasher'El, and say, ye mountains of Yasher'El, hear the word of Yahuah. Thus says Adonai Yahuah, because the enemy has said against you, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. Therefore prophesy and say, thus says Adonai Yahuah, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the remnant of the heathen. And ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are an infamy of the people. Therefore, ye mountains of Yasher'El, hear the word of Adonai Yahuah. Thus says Adonai Yahuah to the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, and to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which become a prey and a desertion to the remnant of the heathen that are round about. I have to stand up because I get so excited I can't stand it. Okay, round about. Let me turn this up. Therefore, says Adonai Yahuah, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the remnant of the heathen, and against all Edom, and we have appointed my land. No, which have, hold on just a minute. Just a minute. Which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Yasher'El, and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus says Adonai Yahuah, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. Therefore, thus says Adonai Yahuah, I have lifted up my hand. Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame. But ye, O mountain of Yasher'El, ye shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people of Yasher'El. For they are at hand to come. For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown, and I will multiply men upon you. All the house of Yasher'El, even all of it, and the cities shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be built. And I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and be fruitful. And I will settle you after your old estates, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings. And ye shall know that I am Yahuah. Yeah, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Yasher'El, and they shall possess you, and you shall be their inheritance, and you shall no more henceforth berave them of men. Thus says Adonai Yahuah, because they say unto you, you land devour up men, and have bereaved your nations. Therefore you shall devour men no more. Neither berate your nations anymore, says Adonai Yahuah. Neither will I cause men to hear you in the shame of the heathen anymore. Neither shall you hear the reproach of the people anymore. Neither shall you cause your nations to fall anymore, says Adonai Yahuah. Moreover, the word of Yahuah came unto me, saying, Son of Adam, when the house of Yasher'El dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanliness of a removed woman. Well, princess, you know what that is, don't you? A removed woman. Woman's not worthy to keep, she's just a hoe. Yah is... The way he talks about women that are loose, I'm telling you. But let's go back. That's what he's talking about. We were unclean. Yasher'El was unclean like a loose woman. Imagine that. Like a let go woman. The only reason you let her go is because she's filthy. Wherefore, I poured out my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land. We're also doing blood sacrifices like the heathen Edom to false gods. And for their idolatry, wherewith they had polluted it. We polluted that land. It was our fault. We're the ones that did it to him. Our ancestors did it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way, and according to their doings I judged them. And when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said to them, these are the people of Yahuah, and are gone forth out of the land. Y'all said it hurt him so bad. All you have to do is read it. Hurt him so bad that he had to take his holy people and put it below Esau. Can you imagine? Let's keep going. But I had pity for my holy name, which the house of Yasher'El had profaned among the heathen, whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Yasher'El, thus says Adonai Yahuah, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Yasher'El, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whither ye went. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen then shall know that I am Yahuah, says Adonai Yahuah. When I shall be sacrificed into when I shall be sanctified, thank you, Father, in you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all the countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all of your filthiness and from all of your idols will I cleanse you. Which is exactly what happens when you do what I told you to do last night. Go to him. I can't do this for you. You have to do it yourself. Just like we did. Cleanse me out. Clean my body, my temple, your temple out. And move in, Yahuah. And I will sprinkle you with water, and I will clean you up and legalize me involving myself in your life. He is not going to come out of his laws. So you have to do something. You have to go to him. And by doing that, your whole life changes. He will change it. He'll peel you like an onion and get down to the good part. And then rebuild you. Do you understand me? With a whole new spirit. A new heart also I will give you, and a new ruach. What did I just say? Will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. What does that mean? He will take that bullshit that Edom put in us and programmed us when we were in captivity, and he will give you something new. I am telling you, as his daughter, his ambassador, his prophetess, and his judge, but mostly his daughter, he will do all that. And oh, how blessed you will be that you obeyed. You won't fear this stuff. You'll be keeping score. And I will put in you my ruach. Wait a minute. I will put my ruach within you and cause you to walk in my statutes. And ye shall guard my judgments and do them. The only reason you're not doing it is because you don't know about them. If you belong to him, you're going to put this suit on. You're going to wear it. And it's going to look good on you. And the suit don't make you. You make the suit. It's what you do. So you put this suit on, which are the laws, and everything changes because the law demands it. You see? And then you got his spirit in you. You got his spirit. And I'm going to tell you something. Back in Egypt with Moshe, they put him through a test in the book of Yasher. I'll bring that to you. And the only reason they did that is because he was dangerous. And he was only a little baby. He looked like 2 or 3. He's dangerous. You know why? Because he had the spirit. I'm repeating what they said. He had the spirit of the Elohim in him. There was no need to put a name on Yahuah. The Elohim, everybody in the freaking room knew who he was talking about. Therefore, Moshe was a threat to them. And Yah sent an angel to protect him by putting a coal on his tongue and running a test to deceive the Egyptians so they didn't kill Moshe when he was a baby, like 3 years old, sitting at the table with him. I'll bring that to you. But let's get back to this. And you will willingly do his judgments. I'm telling you, it's so easy. It's just easy. And it's right. It feels right. It doesn't feel like it was when we were over there in that bondage of Christianity. and all that bullshit where they say, I am going to just rip your life apart, take everything you got like America does. And then you have to go and ask their God to forgive them. And here's what ate me up. To bless them. Bless them. You got me fucked up. That's not how I ask. I go to court and I slaughter them with his laws because I'm under those laws, and we don't play that. Our laws, an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, life for life, field for field, all that. We ain't forgiven nothing because you did it willingly, and that's just how you are. That's what Christianity is. Nope, you're going to love this law. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your Elohim. I will also save you from all of your uncleanliness. That means guilt under the law, of what you deserve under the law to come onto your head, your family, your life. He said, I will forgive it all. And I will call for the grain, and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And I will multiply the fruit of the tree, and increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine among the heathen. That means you're not going to carry the heathen's curse of famine. Because we're here. We're not out yet. You understand? Now, hold on. Father, help me out because I forgot what you said when I read that. Oh, yes, I got it, Father. Thank you. Let me tell you something. I had to make a post on Facebook because people kept going to my DM and wanting to give offerings and gifts and donate money, and I had to make it clear we don't do that. We're nothing like them. We don't look like them. We don't do what they do. These laws you just heard what he said. Anything you do, I'll bless it. Your food, your trees, all of this, and I'll multiply you. I don't need them. And if you're still over there, you're in curse. You need it. And he gave it to you till you get home. When you're in the law, everything changes. You lack nothing. I go to Father and ask him for like real small stuff. Like, I'll see like a dress that I want. He blesses me with it. He drops all kinds of, yes. Or he'll speak it to one of them in the bedroom. My son or my daughter-in-law, Miranda. And they will just bring it home and I'll be like, oh, how did you know that? And they'll be like, I don't know, I was just walking through the store and I heard y'all say, get that for her. I'm telling you, he's sweet. He's sweeter than sugar. Let's go. Then shall ye remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good, and shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. And I told you, we went to him crying. I was sobbing about Christmas. I was sobbing about all that stuff because I really thought that was his. I really did. And I was so relieved when it wasn't, because I could not understand how y'all could give up a beautiful son that he loved so much, that was righteous, and loved him back and followed his laws over to heathens like Edom for this wickedness you're looking for today. And they would go right back to that. No, that just did not sit with me because I'm a parent. We have to remember that so we don't go back to it. Not for your sakes do I do this. No, wait a minute. Not for your sakes do I this, says Adonai Yahuah. Be it known unto you. Be ashamed and confounded for your own ways, O house of Yasher'El. Thus says Adonai Yahuah, in the day that I shall have cleansed you from all of your iniquities, I will also cause you to dwell in the cities, and the wastes shall be built, and the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. And they shall say, this land was desolate, and is become like the Garden of Eden, and the waste and the desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. Then the heathen that are left round about you shall know that I, Yahuah, built the ruined places and plant that was desolate. I, Yahuah, have spoken it, and I will do it. Thus says Adonai Yahuah, I will let yet for this be acquired of the house of Yasher'El, to do it for them. Let's read that again. I will yet for this be inquired by the house of Yasher'El, to do it for them. I will increase them with men like a flock, as the holy flock, as the flock of Yasher'El, and in her solemn feasts. So shall the waste cities be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am Yahuah. I feel like running into that wall. And if you weren't here, I'd be freaking out running through the house. I'm telling you, just praising him. Hallelujah! Yahuah! 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 What? Isn't that beautiful? He laid it all out, all of it, every bit of it. We get it all back. And I told you in Ezekiel, when I take you through the ending, how this is going to end and what comes after all this has been destroyed and gotten rid of. Yah's going to open up the gates. He's going to let that water go of his temple. And I told you, as it flows by you, Yah said all the dead things will become life. I'm telling you. He's amazing. We're not going to go without food. We're not going to go without beautiful, clean water. We're not going to miss a night's sleep. We have no worry. And it's so funny because like over there when I was in Christianity, believing that crap, I was petitioning all the time. And yes, he answered them because he knew where I was and where I was coming home, when I was. But since I've come home, I've only had to petition him like 5 times. And it was only because I wanted not to worry about it. Because when I petition him and do it 3 ways that he tells me, like he told us to do, don't let anything worry you. I mean, do you know who you belong to? Is there anything I can't do? No, there's not. Yahuah said, and nobody can stand up to me. They can't stand next to him because there's nobody like him either. I have not had to petition. If I petitioned, it was to go to war against my enemy and pull court. That's it. That's it. Legally, by my Hebrew law, that Yah honors. He will teach you all this. You don't have to worry about nothing. And when you walk over here, you feel it cover you. You feel his spirit. You feel him here. That's why, like, idolatry, that would just get you slapped like a bitch. I'm telling you, he's not going to put on, he would take an atheist before he would take a Christian. You want me to tell you why? Because they have never bent their knee to a foreign, false god. Makes sense, right? It does. They've never been involved in idolatry. They just don't know him. But he knows them. And you have to understand how, you know what, I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to share this with you. If you ask me to do something for you, and I busted my neck to do it, and then you thanked someone that had nothing to do with it, I would be through with you because you would show me your fruit. How do you think Father feels when you pray to him and then you go and say what you say to JC? I've seen it. I was there. He had a damn thing to do with it. We know that today. He did nothing. Where is he at now? Nowhere. And he ain't coming either, because he's a story. Rome, this government and this military is who he is. And all that's uncovered now. And you are looking at your shepherd full throttle. And as he cared nothing, as the shepherds of Edom cared nothing for the flock of Yahuah, his very jewels, and then did not correct, but utterly abused us and our princes and our babies and our children. I'm telling you, they know hell's coming. And they're going to leave you out here to be slaughtered with it. But when they go down, I don't care where they go. Hell said, I know right where you are. They are coming out of there into the feet of the princes. And their leaders are going in chains. Because Yasher'El, the remnant, is going to do it, Yah said. It's written. They're also going to judge Edom. It's written. God's going to give it all back to us. And I'm going to tell you what, it's going to indeed be a gangster party. Because we get it all back. And if they think that we were savages when we were in our calamity under the house of Edom, they ain't seen nothing yet. Because there's something about knowing who you belong to and what he sent you to do. You don't fear it. He goes with you. With an army of angels that stand guard, sword raised if necessary, over his children. The book of Ezekiel is so powerful because it is Yahuah, and he is just raw by himself. He don't need nobody. He didn't need no Christ. He didn't need to send no son to these heathens. And he wasn't about to, but they had to hide who they were. They had to hide it. And Yah said, I'm going to make you small. And I'm going to make you greatly despised. When someone looks at you, they are going to hiss. And is that not happening right now? Yes. The white man is being looked at as he is and has been. So, this was a powerful, powerful message. And tomorrow night we're going to go to 37 because you need to get, listen, I need to tell you something. My Father commanded that this woman, this liberty, this queen of heaven sit in darkness. Do you understand me? He said in the book of Yahuah, which would be Obadiah, that he is going to cause these eagles that are set up in their satellites up there to fall to the ground. He's going to cut down all their eyesight. I want you to know that there's a satellite war going on right now. He meant what he said. America's going down. And I am offering you a mourning dove that has the song of Yahuah. He said he will be your Elohim. And he will fill you with his spirit alone. And then he will feed you. Everything changes, but you have to go to him. You have to. And I'm telling you, it's so easy. It's so easy. You just go in there and you talk to him like your father. And you thank him for opening your eyes, because he knows that if you didn't know, how could he hold you guilty of it? But when you know and you've been told, then accountability comes into effect under Hebrew law. I am telling you, as his judge and as his ambassador, and now as his prophet, you had better get up under his wing now before those lights go out, because you can't get to this. This path will be gone as if it never existed in these videos and his words. Latch on to the house of Yasher'El now, because that is where Yahuah is. While he's wrecking this place and he's gathering his to take us up out of here. to mention this. I saw a message on my videos today, and the next video I will call your name, but I didn't get a chance to look. But you said you started early in the morning with all these videos on my wall, on my YouTube, and that it is now 9 p.m. at night. You watched them all. You must be really looking for him. And I want you to know that he sees you and he has got you. And before I close my eyes to think about him and fall asleep, I talk to him until I fall asleep. I don't end my prayers with him. We have conversations, not prayers. I promise you that I will ask him to bless your household and everything within it and everything you love, and to watch over you as he goes through here. That was the most amazing. That's a lot of videos. I bet you are sick of me now, but I just want to tell you that touched me to my soul, and I love you for it, and I'm going to ask him to bless you. And I know you were fed because Yah teaches in these. I just let him do it through me, like Ezekiel, Elijah. I just let him do it through me. And I know that you're blessed. I know you are. So when you get my message back, please message me back. But tomorrow I will mention your name. I just didn't get a chance to get in there and get it. And there's a lot of videos. I had to go find the one that was in it. But so we'll take care of that. But my head is bowed to you, low, and I thank you for it. And I'm so happy for you. I know you've been there from day one. I know you have. So I just see y'all blessing your life for that, because he said that he's not going to give this to anyone that doesn't diligently seek him. To diligently seek him means you absolutely adore him and everything he's about, and you need him. And that's what he said in Ezekiel. He said, told the angels, I want you to go through this place, and anybody that's not crying for me and my way, I want you to cut them to pieces and destroy them. Stay away from mine. You're covered. So, again, my head is bowed to you, and thank you so much for your message, and please message me back. Now, to the house of Yasher'El, to the princes of Yehudah and Gad, my head is bowed low, low. And when you take rain, it'll be the same. I'll be the first one to bend a knee and bow my head to you. I have fought so hard for you to make it home, to get you for him, because he loves you so much. So I bow my head to you now, in Yahuah's name. And to the rest of you that joined, I hope that it got through to you. And if you're Esau, you can come to Yah. You can come to him too. He's calling your name. Come. Because this is almost over, and once those lights go out and we're about there, it's over. It's over. You can't be fed anymore. You are where you are. So I love you guys with all my heart. I thank you so much for watching my videos. I thank you for all the subscribers. And I'm asking y'all to bless each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Except, well, if there's any squatters in there just sitting in there watching me, and you're just, I'm sure you're not going to get blessed, but I will put in a curse for you. But the rest of you, I'm going to ask him to bless you beyond your belief, so that you will know that it is him, Yahuah. So until tomorrow night, with chapter 37, it's just as explosive. You will never forget this book. You will never forget this journey through this book with Yahuah. Until tomorrow night, I love you with all my heart. Shalom.